Okay, everyone, we are back. We are back, guys. Let's go. Wuthering Waves. Let's go. Finally, day after tomorrow, we are getting new update. Really excited. Welcome, Pookie. Welcome. Welcome, brother. Yeah.
Did anything happen?
Just, yeah. Any update? I can even go for Kaluta. Nice. Lucia is there. Oh, it's there. Oh, fine. I'm totally going for Cartethytia. Oh, this rest one is. Okay, double drop has ended. That double drop has ended. Okay, fine. Fine. La familia. Yeah, golden anthem. Yeah, now it will totally okay. Hello. Lucy, welcome Lucy. Card is yours. Here. Another one is here. The one is over here. From here we will be able to see the impotent. Good. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. That is our impotent. If I wanted, I can even go for Carlota also if I wanted. But I want to get Cartethytia. Reason I'm not going for any of those.
Joint operation. Field of maximum voltage. Hear the thunder.
Hear the thunder.
Befuddle thy foe.
Together we fight. Take form. Fluorescent shadows. Honors. Evil be cleansed. Leave it to me. The fruit of watch out! Noticing.
Joint operation. Lightning coming up. Resistance is futile. Befuddle thy
Strike is one. Take form. One for me. Going against wind.
About them.
Yeah!
And have of them.
joint operation. Yeah. Shut in all directions. Hear the thunder. Feel the befuddle my foes.
Together we fight. Take four. Heaven ordained. Banish all vice. I shall lead the way. Bask in starlight. Evil be cleansed. Leave it to me. The fruit of evolution. Grow for me.
Joint operation. Yeah. Drop lightning coming up. Resistance is futile. Hear the thunder. Shock and befuddle my foes.
Strike as one. Take form. Our lights shine through. The sky beckons. Sacred light. Bloom. The fruit of evolution. Listen up.
Joint operation. Maximum voltage.
Maximum what? $40. 60, 100. Do one thing. Oh, yeah, what's up? Dear over, please find attached to unclaimed reward from the fantasy of 1000 gets given. Yeah, we have got all this. This is going. Thursday. So we are getting it Thursday.
Growing hands off my friends. Roll for me. Life is in everything.
Joint operation. Overwhelming power. Feel the befuddle life.
Strike is one. Our lights shine through. Heaven ordained. Banish all vice. Evil be cleansed. Leave it to me. The fruit of evolution. Listen up.
Joint operation. Hear the thunder. Lightning coming up. Hear the thunder.
Hear the thunder.
Befuddle like
Together we fight. Take form. Sacred light. The fruit of evolution. Photosynthesis.
That is what you call trash stats. Full trash. I like it. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh track. This. Okay, whimpering. Okay, yeah. These two get reset. Okay, 56. Okay, 56. And here we have 50, right? Where's the radiant type? What the? Where is the radiant tide, brother? Don't tell me that replace radiant tide with a modifier. Padding, not good. Complete. Okay, let's do it.
As far as the eye can see.
Just a moment, guys.
fancy running into you here. Won't you dine with me? Ms. Margarita asked me to sample her newest pizza, but my goodness, these portions.
Did you hear what the Order's acolytes found while clearing the abandoned library? A manuscript of a poem with an accompanying music sheet. The public has already caught wind of its contents. Did you know it was signed as Golden Anthem? They say it was their last work, written aboard the Pilgrim's Sail. I reckon the original finder fished it out the sea and put it in the library, not knowing what it was.
Shh, quiet. They're criminals. Best not mention them in public.
Shh. That name is not to be spoken of in Raguna. Simply put, the Golden Anthem was once a renowned poets' society. Their 3 members were once the Sentinel's cantors, but the Order banished them for insulting the divinity. Allegedly, their pilgrim sail caught fire and none on board survived, and thus their last known work disappeared.
Well, since the manuscript is no longer secret, how does the tune sound?
Give me a second. Let me think. Hear that? It's exactly what they're playing now.
Well, it would appear they were possessed by daemons, just as this very article suggests. Friends, it's been too long. I gather you were also listening in on that conversation.
What did you mean by daemon?
Resentful of the Order's verdict, they committed to paper a curse upon Rinasita and those favored by the divinity were the most willing to raise the blade of rebellion. For they alone knew how to make divinity bleed and doctrines crumble. Though they died in exile to a great fire, their resentment festered in their music and poetry, transforming into horror like the fire that dragged them to hell. These daemons will... This article was recently published in the Raguna Literary Journal. Quite the perspective, wouldn't you say? Vengeance born of resentment. Such dark and twisted characters are hard to resist. Perhaps someone unwittingly played that tune just now and opened the plushies to possession by the daemons. Then again, it's all conjecture. Those in the Poets' Society died years ago, and who's to say what really happened? Now, if those vengeful spirits really do exist, well, out of all the patrons here, they went straight for you, Rover. Curious and curiouser.
Yeah, what I mean to say that I'm pretty sure he's part of that organization.
By the way, it just
trying
so happens that I made a copy
take
of the
over,
Poets' Society's last work.
The whole world to that evil power.
Here, take it. Consider it a little souvenir from your spirited encounter. May goodbye, friends. A
He
change
was
of
also
venue is in
mentioned
order.
during the
I must finish my play.
live stream. Most important quest.
Like the fire that dragged them to hell, these daemons will spread throughout the land and burn all of Raguna.
5,200 with 21 rate.
Unverifiable, yes, but not
Around
entirely
56.
dismissible.
56 pulls.
That
I
said,
have.
a peculiar entity. So, let's start at the very beginning. I have a friend who's an expert in deciphering music. I believe you've met her before. She who resembles Topaz should still be near Whisperwind Haven at this hour.
Somehow will never be the quest unlocked.
Soar against the winds. May I pray for anything? In Hellwell, poetry and music hold equal sway. Shh. Listen carefully.
Strum my strings for the endless dance of time. To fly is not to flee, but to journey towards the dreams. All the hopes will set us free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise gild our wings. Let the twilight soothe our
Follow the song to find
the
her.
sky were forever wild and free.
Rover! Carlotta! It's been too long.
You really must adore that song. I remember hearing you sing it when I was little. When I was a child, whenever I passed by Chacona's house, I'd always hear music drifting from the courtyard. Lively,
Oh, Iconas.
spirited, and so full of emotion.
Okay, C is silent. So it's Iconas.
I remember it well. Those two guards of yours were like giants from Septimont. Easily 200 pounds of pure muscle.
Back then, Chacona's family conducted the Order's choir.
How should I put it? Well, as they say, families are always rising and falling. But a song is a song, whether sung in a grand hall or beneath the open sky. As for family matters, let the past stay where it belongs. Anyway, the two of you came in such a hurry. I suppose you're not here to take in the music? Oh, so you eavesdropped on a man rambling on in C3 Sharp, and then, poof, out pops a monster. Let me see. It should sound something like this. About that, Sharp Rover. I know, right? We should suggest to Miss Margarita that she add new signage. Sing with civility. It starts with a...
Can we discuss restaurant etiquette
Of course. But I still need to know what kind of music could possibly have the power to conjure up those monsters of yours. The Golden Anthem. That name should never be spoken. They're criminals. To conspire with them is to risk banishment at sea. Or worse.
Don't worry. This won't be the first time we've crossed paths with the Order.
Fine. From what you've told me, the composers of this poem cursed Rinasita, spelling the fall of Raguna. When the poem is played, some type of horror appears. If I understand correctly, that's what it... If you ask me, this story is a right load of codswallop. I don't believe a simple little poem could curse Rinasita.
Then you...
We need to get to the heart of this poem and music mystery. Let me join you. I can't resist a good adventure. I'll help you find the link between the music and those daemons. But in return, I want you to hand these pages to me for safekeep. Then we have a deal. Since you believe this music summons them, how about we test it for...
It's risky, but there's no surer way to find out. Wouldn't you agree, Rover?
The final work of poets banished to distant sea. What, I wonder, did the verses forged in flames
They are just like the ones that attacked us in the restaurant.
Mind the tempo. A perfect chord.
Joint operation. Field of fire. Resistance is futile.
Together we fight. Take forth. Our might shine through. Thanks for watching. Let the show begin. Strike is one. Take
Just a sec, everyone, just a sec. Yes sir, for the wait.
Heaven ordained. Banish all vice.
All good, all good, all good.
They burn in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last breath. Their last work is nothing but a curse upon us all.
With our bodies to fuel the fire, the ensuing furnace shall forge Raguna's true gold. Is it saying Raguna will burn to the ground?
They wanted their resentment to echo through the streets. Oh, just by reading this, I can almost see their terrifying faces in the fire.
These voices. They're people of Raguna, aren't they? I think I heard Mr. C3 Sharp in the mix.
If the poet's resentful souls gave birth to daemons, then shouldn't they sound like the poets themselves? Those voices were just people who read or heard their work.
Perhaps the voices themselves are what causes the daemons to manifest. In the legends, daemons are born of death and curses. But what we've seen isn't like that, no. They're more like horrors created from people's words and imagination. Of course, I'm just speculating. The voices were somewhat muddled. Perhaps I can refine the melody. This time, we need to listen harder. Let's find out what the true story really is.
Okay.
This is a realm created from melodies. Music can transcend space and time to bring memories and stories to life. No. Normally, you can't perceive the frequencies in a melody. But that manuscript lets you see the world as I do. That part with the daemons should be right here.
They burned in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last breath. Their last work is nothing but a curse upon us all.
It's the same as what we heard before, but now I see something. A balance scale with a
Perhaps it was a simple poem at first, nothing more. No one knew exactly what happened, so they filled in the gaps with their imaginations. With motive and a complete story. Perhaps that's all it took for a lie to become the truth. Each time someone plays their last work, it summons daemons. Yes, someone must have used them to create the daemons. What if the mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows is the author of that article? Daemons are bound to their creator, so it might not be a coincidence you felt them target you if imagination knows no bounds. If left unchecked, such incidents will only increase. For resonators, dealing with them isn't much of a challenge. If the daemons are born from the public's imagination, then things will shift once we catch whoever is responsible for starting this in the first place. Music and poetry, whoever is behind this won't just sit... The thought of confronting them is already inspiring me to...
Our enemy hides in the dark. We need to split up. With your tenacity, someone has pointed a gun at Cat's Eye. The family has its ways. Tracing the article's source...
If we find melodies connected to the Poets Society... I've got it, Rover! I know it. Let's go. I really admire the wind. It's free to go anywhere without restraint. If only you could carry my poems into the hands of everyone across the world. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 do 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 do. La na 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 dum ba da da da. Ta-da! Welcome to Requiem Paradise. This is where Raguna's musicians lay their old instruments to rest. For the people of Raguna, the sea is everything. We live and sleep by the sea, and our souls drift. Since an instrument is an extension of the musician, it's only fitting that it's buried by the sea. May its dreams be... I'm certain this is where the poets of the Golden Anthem laid their instruments to rest before their banishment. What's wrong? You seem troubled. Is that what's been on your mind this whole time? I say, if the answers aren't coming... To be honest, I haven't found them. Once, I spent 3 days just so. I stood under that tree, you know, just like in those stories where inspiration strikes after an apple hits you. Sadly, the apples weren't ripe and none. Try it.
It's a real apple.
Later, when I finally decided to leave, I looked up through the gaps in the branches and suddenly saw a blooming flower atop a cliff. Turns out, even without an apple, inspiration may yet strike. But if I hadn't stood there, I might have missed that. So, maybe this is enough.
Okay.
Let's put aside heavy thoughts and continue our walk.
I'm starting to understand why Carlotta calls you Topaz.
Sunlit.
Is that so? But I'm nowhere near as dazzling as the sun. Soaring freely in the sky, even... I sense the melody of an instrument. Harp. It's an ex... Is that a lute? Its echoes are faint. Wait. The sound may be weak, but there's an undeniable strength to it. Rover, behind you! Seems this lute likely belonged to a member of the Poets Society. Which is to say, it holds the melodies they left behind. Polyphony! Leave it to me. The fruit of evolution.
Joint operation. Shock and all. Hear the thunder! Maximum voltage. Feel the fire.
Thanks for watching. Listen, the trio of destiny. Take 4. The timbre also matches. I believe this lute is exactly what we've been looking for. Sometimes, even when the instruments are the same, the performers move. For example, this lute doesn't seek to boast. It speaks softly, like a traveler. Share the true purpose of music is to express what words can. Rover, if there's something you want to say, but
I haven't even heard you sing yet.
Me? Perhaps another time. Once all... Now, it's in the lute sounds. I hope this melody holds a tale worth telling.
Okay.
Listen. It seems like... Take care with each step. We may find ourselves straddling vast rifts in time and space. A single misstep could...
Farrell of the Golden Anthem. Know that Imperator is stern? The Codex teaches us those whose sins are cleansed. It is a grave offense to slander the Sentinel. This includes your claim. I was told you found this lie carved on a lithograph. In the face of the tempest, a giant celestial steed carved a path. If you admit you were mistaken at tomorrow's remember, Imperator only responds to...
I'm sorry, Sir Acolyte. I'm doing my best to cooperate. Please don't mistake my silence for defiance. It's just... this room is... I'm afraid that by the time I see the Sentinel, I will have lost my voice entirely. Perhaps then, they will...
As long as you repent and help us destroy those blasphemous poems and... You are a wise man. I will always be here.
No need to worry, Sir Acolyte. In fact...
Neither official nor private records show them as having ever repented in the Cathedral of Mercury. This melody is fading fast. Let's check if there's anything nearby to amplify it.
I understand we're not adventurous. Farrell only wanted... Her fate has been...
They don't sound like they're full of hatred at all. If anything, they appear to have during the interrogation.
Everything seems to revolve...
We don't know that for certain.
I knew this from the moment we are still. All this time.
The Order's stance is that the Poets Society... That's right! You must to keep the Sentinels...
Farrell's gone mad. Why would he... We ought to have...
Buried the truth. It just occurred to me. To that end, he stuck words and music up. The melody is fading fast.
Where is this place? We must have gotten separated.
You are to build a home here. They were clearly the Sentinel's cantors. Why would anyone call them criminals who insulted divinity? This is a poem I've never seen before. So do not place flowers on my tomb. I am the sea. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed. A flame, celestial steed. True form I behold.
Okay. There is the flute.
The night sky will be illuminated by wings of flame, and I shall be reborn in immortal poetry.
Okay.
Because they cannot banish the truth, the Order of the Deep instead banished our thirst for truth. No matter what, remember this. The truth will always exist. And the truth is gold that is unafraid.
I can't get through, but the sounds are coming from over there. What is this place?
She's always been distant and a Chacona Toccata. As long as you still draw breath, lift your eyes and look. With this poem, your life is eternal.
Okay.
Rover? Rover, are you all right? Finally, I got you out of there. You must have been drawn into a different melody on our way out.
Really? I ended up
Well, we have made some... Yes. Seeing as they banished the Golden Anthem, we might find more clues in the cathedral.
What do I need to know before converting Chacona?
Hi. Onwards.
Listen up! Going against wind. Onwards. Be swift. As far as the eye can see.
Have you found her yet? No.
She's not here either. Greetings, sisters. Might I ask, have you seen someone?
No. Razor doesn't like walking with her head. We're in the Order's choir. We're rehearsing hymns to sing at the ceremony. Racer is our lead chorister. We thought maybe she got mad at us.
Can you tell your big sister here?
The teacher says it's a hymn to honor the brave knights, but Razor says the hymn was written by...
Well, which way did Racer go?
Really? She went that way.
Okay.
Such a beautiful voice, isn't it?
You're the laureate. And you are?
My name is Jacona.
A friend of mine.
Don't be scared. We're only here so that you...
Hide and seek, right.
How about a little chat first?
What? Of course not. The ceremony is coming up, and the choir...
Young ones today... You know, our laureate here definitely knows how to sing hymns.
It's just... What's more, the hymn we're practicing. Myron and the others never compare. But now, their dreams are... And I don't like this hymn. I just don't understand why the Order wants us to sing songs written by criminals. The more I thought about it, the more out of rhythm I became. In the end, I could barely sing at all.
that song just now.
Well, what do you think?
A hymn?
No, not that. I mean, how does it make you feel? Try to
well, I didn't want to...
Then hold on to that feeling. Let's
Okay.
rehearse again. You don't have anyone sitting in on your rehearsals, do you?
Huh? No.
Well then, the laureate and I will be the first to hear you perform.
Okay. Okay. Got clues from the Siam.
This is a cathedral. That's the choir on stage with the...
On the surface, yes. The Order set. Simply knowing the Order once stood with the poets doesn't reveal the true reason behind their banishment. Banished and forever stripped of the right to sing for the Sentinel and the Order. That much is true. The Order's records say as much. But there's still...
It sounds like a song celebrating the knights who defeated the Tacit Discords at Whisperwind.
Degenerates! Arrogant! Hypocrites, every last one of you!
This is madness! Who is this man?
What he said about the common folk. Is it true?
What a mess. I suppose that's strange. Why is this passage...
Afternoon tea! Yes, please! There, I understand. Look at this. This book says,
Miss, this study is a secret. You must never tell a soul.
I understand.
Oh, what splendid...
Racer did wonderfully.
Thanks to you, I figured it out. Sincerity is what...
Yes. A hymn isn't just a hymn may differ in each person's eyes. I hope you'll give the audience us... So, what did you see in Reese's melody?
The Poets Society was... Their assumptions were challenged.
This incident may have been the turning point for the Poets Society. Did you find any other clues? If the Order's choir is point...
Whispering Heaven. Let's go.
Soar against the winds.
I've heard of these nights during my travels. This should be where their old encampment stood. But there don't seem to be any instruments, poems, or music here that carry the memory of a melody. Let's try searching the area first. He's gone to find the melody, perhaps inspiration.
Now, this will do definitely.
A different approach.
Definitely.
This was the last stop on their route. What is it? Has anything come to mind? Yes. It rises from the primal, churning, playing a tune, of course.
Rimbo and Selena must have returned to Raguna by now. That lithograph of the Sentinel's true form. It has to be here somewhere. Did that gentleman guide us intentionally? Backpack stuffed with papers claiming to be a common artist. Yet he spoke like a nobleman. If not for his help, we'd still be singing. He's right. We cannot continue to sing for the Order anymore. We must enlighten the people of Raguna. The Knights of the Order defend only the Order's interests, and so... the time...
It seems someone told the poets the truth about the Sentinel, and even suggested they stop singing solely for divinity and begin singing for the common folk as well. On the surface, what our mystery man said makes perfect sense. He even has knowledge of Imperator's true form. And this hidden lithograph is evidence the poets were telling the truth. Is this form of the Sentinel the same as the one you saw at Avenolium? So the poets were even under interrogation. Their resentment and curses are we must confront his lie, but once the truth of the golden...
The will of the people is strong. The truth.
Yes. We'll go back to Margarita. Miss Margarita!
Margarita?
Well, hello. If it isn't Rover and Chacona.
Chacona?
Miss Chacona is a regular around here, you know. I've even asked her to...
Actually, I've come to ask a favor of you about the Poets Society's legacy.
Not a problem at all. Did you make any big discoveries? I'm so curious about what actually happened.
Rover, we'll begin when you're ready. The poets did board the Pilgrim's sail, becoming the stars of their own final act. If you wish to hear their true voices once more, seek them as the fire filled the ship's cabins. If the poets truly meant this charade, it was carefully crafted. Tomorrow, at the Odyssey Opera House, I will reveal the truth.
This can't... this is very confusing.
Previously.
Sorry.
Loria, is this all real? What do you mean by the truth? Did you discover something? The poets of the Golden Anthem, they were...
Fascinating story indeed. You've certainly piqued everyone's curiosity. The speech you made just now.
Exactly. Someone used the story.
If memory serves, official records of the Order of the Deep state the poets were charged with blasphemy. Surely you're not suggesting this was all the Order?
Are you from a noble family? The city's a...
I'm afraid your presentation brings me back. A group of birds, locked in... Then, one day, many consider their fate a tragic one.
I see it differently. Even if they met their end full...
And what of those who chose to remain in the cage? Will they dare to reach for the skies, after realizing the cost? Miss Poe.
Carlotta. Yuki, do you think Tia can work without her books anymore? Will it be
A
a good way?
splendid retaliation. I witnessed
don't
all of your
think so.
performance.
But you will lose some of the damage, definitely,
Like
without her
everyone
signature.
present, I too eagerly anticipate. As expected, the Order's fingerprints are all over it. It was none other than acolytes from the... It's possible this was... Now, considering the fact that the untraceable article... I think it's fair to say its author is a regular of such secret circles. His collusion with the Order is why these rumors are allowed to run rampant in the streets. I'll have someone follow this secret circle's trail and see what we can find. We should also share these findings with Chacona. As a poet, her insights would be much...
That's strange. She was just there a moment ago.
Just like when we were children. Gone without a trace. And she and her family disappeared without even a goodbye. Ms. Margarita, have you seen Chacona?
Miss Chacona? She was squirreling off towards the harbor earlier. I thought that's where you were meeting, so I didn't say a word. She did look quite down, though. Never seen her wear such a gloomy face before.
Thank you for letting us know, Ms. Margarita.
Why don't we split up and look for her at the harbor?
As far as the eye can see.
The young birds left their cage, flapping frail wings as they fell to the ground.
His words would reach into the depths I sealed away so long ago.
Coming here implies you worry about tomorrow's outcome. You intend to reveal the truth of the Sentinel to the public, but that revelation...
is the past.
And here I thought you'd be much wiser than this. You know the dangers of pilgrimage, yet you all still cling to the same reckless path. Tell me, what drives such stubbornness?
The truth has its thorns, and the Golden Anthem has already paid its price. Do you wish to relive their fate?
I can have Legend Business everything. Can I use that on how
to tell me with your play? But you know nothing of how the Golden Anthem responded.
I guess you can if you want.
Allow me to share the answer, Sir Acolyte. Do you remember the very first voice from the heavens? The one... Surely you've seen the Golden Bat. And? It is words and songs. It exists forever.
You pitiful fool. Off to the seas with that reverberation. You believe it.
The Order of the Deep seeks to...
Hear that? The bell they tolled.
The parallels. So this... Why? The poets were at least clever enough.
Is that so, Sir Acolyte? I do hope you...
Spare me your sarcasm, you insolent bard!
Ah, so you've already tasted their fate, haven't you? You... Such a dramatic turn of events.
You're nothing but a figment of my imagination. When I was a child, I lacked the ability to prove the Sentinel's true form. But now, with the inverted tower shifting and the prophesied law, I believe the opportunity has presented...
Opportunity? Do you intend to repeat history? Isn't this what you're afraid of? You've unraveled the hand behind Rover, Miss Carlotta, and perhaps even that... Even so, have you really made your choice?
That is sound.
Is this Chacona's sheet? The vision I saw seems to have... Chacona mentioned she always writes down her melodies on manuscript paper. An interrogation room. Being here reminds me of the girl and the poets. What happened last time was no accident. What?
Thank you for understanding. Is there anyone else here besides you? You must have touched the Golden Anthem's music sheet. To be able to touch it means you're... I am yesterday's child of ignorance, the actor now on stage, and the banished sinner of tomorrow. Chacona Toccata.
Chacona Toccata.
Let me tell you, the story of the Golden Anthem doesn't just belong to the Poets Society. It also belongs to... This is how it all started. A mysterious person showed the poets the truth about the Sentinel. Then they decided to become Knights of Ragunna. Back then, besides the conductor, there were others who helped organize things. That was us. It didn't take long for the Order to notice us. To keep everyone safe, they gave my father a key to a study. Inside, there were papers that could have destroyed the Order, if anyone would even believe them in the first place. As you've already seen, usually the food and water in those ships aren't enough to get the people where they need to go. Even if they made it, the cold would get them. But on that ship, the Order made sure there was nothing. No food, no water. As for the fire, the poets started it themselves. In the past, everyone thought they were brilliant cantors, in the world they dreamed of, but the Order was afraid. They didn't want any loose ends, so they went to salvage the ship's wreckage. The Golden Anthem gave my father the key. At first, he wouldn't let me near it. I still remember the day he handed me the key.
Don't see it as a burden, my child. Only this kind of courage can...
Father wanted to tell everyone. So I wrote songs. We, the Poets Society and our family, could never prove. Now, I have that choice again. But this time, I have you.
Like I said, the truth exists to be uncovered. There are hints of the sea inside Chacona's melodies.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding everything.
This song. It's the one she performed last time. The melody is the same, but why does it sound so sad this time?
So, Miss Poet, have you made your decision?
This is a poem I've never seen before. It's so different from what they used to write. place flowers on my tomb. For I do not rest beneath the stone. I am the sea wind at Raguna's walls. I am a dawn that breaks through thorns. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold.
I know what you're thinking. You're worried I might end up on the same path you did. Go on.
All the hopes will set us free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise gild our wings. Let the twilight soothe our skin.
Follow your heart. I'll be with you. Till the end.
A penniless bard and the laureate roving in a foreign land. Together, we rise up against the order of the deep itself. But as long as the seeds of doubt are planted, the kindling in Raguna will eventually ignite to form. There! Now, how's that for us? Ah, speaking of which, have you ever read The Knight is also accompanied by... I am no Montelli, acolyte of the Order of the Deep, or not, but still, I shall lead the charge. Yahoo! Mount up, Sir Knight!
Soar against the winds.
The forgotten songs rise once more. This is the story of those. They were once poets. Until one day, they stumbled upon a truth that could not be proven. The Sentinel, whom we've always revered, is not the true divinity granting us blessings, and the teachings in our scripture. Ask yourselves this. Why would Imperator, who once sent Renacita voices from the heavens, allow that? How could poets who once sang the praises of the Sentinel? People of Renacita, have you ever wondered why the Order forbids us from seeing their earliest scriptures? Why did none of the fools that boarded the Pilgrim's sail ever thank the Sentinel? Imperator and Raguna have all...
Chicona Toccata, in the name of Imperator and Primus Fenrico, you are hereby under arrest. You will face them.
Is that so?
Blasphemy!
Oh, the same...
Save your empty words for your confession to the Sentinel. Damnation! She's not working alone!
Farewell, Sir Acolyte. Oh, let's see how much of the Order's hypocrisy these empty words can unveil. I have faith The music of the Golden Anthem will one day echo across Raguna's skies again.
Okay. Not bad.
A masked hero suddenly but that's a story. Even with a mask on, people will still recognize I'm now a wanted criminal by the Order. Now this is what a real... Well then.
This room
is our final stage. Now, it's your turn to step onto it.
You will witness a different world.
You arrogant hypocrites!
Led by curiosity and wonder, they step forward.
I am the gentle sea breeze, sweeping through Whistlewind Haven and towards Raguna's high walls.
Well, have you decided on your answer? I look forward to the public trial.
Perhaps our fates are not so different after all.
It is time, sinner against the Sentinel.
But you...
I will continue to sing. As long as there are those who breathe and see. My eternal summer will never fade.
Okay.
Do you feel it? The breeze from... Next thing you know, maybe an apple will fall on... Thank you, Rover. I don't have the Blessed Maiden's mirror. The only thing I can offer is to immortalize. By the way, I met a man at Margarita's who claims to be a playwright. You should watch out for him. I'm not entirely sure who he really is. Here, you can have this music sheet. I'm heading... escape mission. Starting today, I'm no longer just a wandering bard. I've got the Order hunting me now. Don't you worry. I still... About the song I wrote you. We will... After all, we're partners.
My Lord Primus, it seems your plan has not gone quite as you'd hoped. You sought to revive the Blasphemous Poets Society, spreading their legacy to stoke the...
I care not for labels of good or evil. My only fear is but one...
Ah, truly the words of... And yet, is it that foreign laureate that unsettles you so? Or is it...
Out of respect for our partnership,
Of course. As you will, Lord Fenrico.
Wait. You were the one who led the Poets Society to that lithograph, weren't you? I've heard whispers of your presence at Whisperwind Haven around that time. Whenever you were asked, you claimed... Why are you doing this?
As you've said yourself, there was no deception. The birds, having uncovered the truth, must decide. Ah, Lord Fenrico, just as the young Toccata mentioned. Armed with a wooden spear and his squire, ever loyal, truly astonishing.
Is that what you think? No. It was the Order and others who cut monsters breed fear. And perhaps fear is exact. Our crime was the same as the compared to the Order. Maybe if Father hadn't taken in the poet's legacy, the fate of the Toccata family might have taken a different turn. Maybe because you went to Avenolium and uncovered some of the truth the Order is...
Okay, even this one also, yes. थोड़ा स्माइल कर दो ये कौन भाई शेट्टी okay the story is not that bad companion story quest but for me Genshin's one is still better for a time being okay time being. 37, 38, 58. Okay, 58.
Soar against the winds. Be swift.
Aha! Not too bad.
Onward.
Okay.
Leave it to me.
No hesitation.
Let's give him hell. Ally of justice. Come on, I'll fire it out. Ally of justice.
The hour is upon us.
Stay sharp. Retreat to advance. Unstoppable. Lend me your Wind Rider. Finale.
Okay.
Quickly and swiftly. Brilliance lights the way! Flame on! Can you still recognize me? Such stubbornness. Glory demands more.
Glory towards more.
Era awaits. Still recognize me?
Lend me your power. A good vantage point. Lend me your power.
Time for some hot action!
Unstoppable.
Wind Rider. Fear no more. Unstoppable.
Oh, bring it out!
Easy peasy and full cheesy.
Stay sharp. Lend me your power. Fear no more. Wind Rider. Lend me your power.
The end has come.
Stay sharp. Lend me your power. Unstoppable. Wind Rider.
Watch and learn!
Lend me your power. bide the time. Fear no more. Wind Rider.
The hour is upon us.
Okay.
Stay sharp. Lend me your power. Vanilla. A good vantage point. Lend me your power.
Flame on!
Retreat to advance. Lend me your power. Stay sharp. Fear no more. Unstoppable.
Moment of resonance.
Lend me your power.
Sixth level higher. No problem.
Stay sharp. Lend me your power. Unstoppable. Fear no more. Lend me your power. Unstoppable. Wind Rider.
Moment of resonance.
Lend me your power.
Stay sharp.
65.
Fear no more. Retreat to a Wind Rider.
Moment of resonance.
Lend me your power. Set. Unstoppable.
The end has come.
Wind Rider. Stay sharp. Bide the time. Lend me your power. Don't you worry. Lend me your power. Fear no more. Unstoppable.
The hour is upon us.
Lend me your power. Time to
The end has come.
fight back. Fear no more. Rider. Down.
The hour is upon us.
Stay sharp. Lend me your power. Set.
Moment of resonance.
Unstoppable. Fear no more. Bide the time.
The hour is upon us.
Lend me your power. Time to fight back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Lend me your power. Unstoppable. Wind Rider.
Moment of resonance.
Okay. Glory to the Mother. Not bad. And guys, it will be really appreciated if you like and subscribe. Guys, just few more subs needed to 10 subs, guys. We can definitely do it. Just few more subs needed to 10 subs. Not bad. Quite good. Independent. Fine, guys. Dreaming deep. Okay. With that, guys, better let's do one thing. Better let's stop our timing, guys. I'll see you all again next stream, guys. Okay, because I have to take a shower. Also need to do the lunch. Okay. So with that, let's stop our timing, guys, and let's see you all again next stream with Genshin. Okay. Good. Events are good. Dispatch. Just after this Thursday, we are finally getting for India. Okay. For this India side, this Thursday finally we are getting the next patch, Simpotent with Cartethytia. So yeah. So for those who are going to go for Cartethytia, good luck to them. Okay. So yeah, see you all next stream. Next stream, guys. It was good to be with you all. So next stream, guys, and bye. So next stream. And guys, it will be really appreciated if you like and sub the channel, guys. Just few more subs to 10 subs, guys. 8-10 subs, guys. We can definitely do it.